so I'm gonna make a little pop character because I can. No, I'm making it for a class demo tomorrow. So I'm literally just gonna start with a square, like this, and I have reference photos. I don't know why I'm not actually using them. Whee! Alright, so I just want to find one with like a head shape. Sure. Alright, so I'm just going to adjust the width of this thusly till I have a shape that I don't hate. And I'm not going to use reference for this because I'm honestly way too lazy right now. Alright, and I feel like this should be a little bit wider as well. Alright, so this is, I guess, going to be my base head here. And, alright, that's like the eyes are about halfway maybe down the head. Cool, so I'm just going to grab this, and maybe just bring these together and do this. Bring these together. There's an alternative that I'm considering. Just get rid of all these extra edge loops that I just added. And what happens? And I'm doing Control Delete to get rid of the vertices as well. I'm also sitting on my cat right now, like legitimately just sitting on my cat. Anywho. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab all of these edges and do a bevel. Yeah, I think I kind of like this effect a little better. And plus now I have nice defined edges that I can use, and I don't need to worry, like when I smooth this or unsmooth this, I can do whatever I want in here. It's not going to affect the smooth, so I think I might leave it with the bevel, and I might add... I'm going to smooth this, it really doesn't matter if I have 8 bajillion edge loops in here. Alright, cool. So here's this. Now I'm just going to grab all of these actually, first what I'm going to do. Okay, get rid of that, and put this back on the origin. Cool. So here's my derpy head. So I need a nose and I need eye holes. So I'm just going to grab this whole loop here, just to give myself a few more edge loops, and I'm going to extrude that and scale it down. This is like the cheapest way I've found to add extra edge loops, and since symmetry doesn't work on the... Alright, so I just scaled that all the way down to 0, so you'll notice that if I smooth this, there's a tiny edge loop in here. There's overlapping geometry, so I'm just going to grab one of these and get rid of them. Alright, and I think I'll do that again in here. So I'm just hitting G to extrude, scale that all the way down. Again, you'll see that there's a little strip of overlapping geometry, so I'll pick a side and just delete it. And then I'm going to grab these and maybe scale them apart because they don't look quite even. And I don't really need any geometry on the sides. I'm mostly just putting this in so that it's easier for me to make the eyeballs. So I'll turn on symmetry, and I will start and be like, cool, these are going to be my eyeballs. So I'm just going to, I feel like, no, I'm happy with that size, I think. Alright, so, and I have no idea where I got this image. I literally just googled stuff a few days ago and just like saved this on my computer. So this is what I'm working off of right now. Alright, so I'm going to extrude, scale down slightly. Ooh. I meant to circularize that. And then I might scale that down again a little bit more. Alright, so now I'm going to make the actual, like, popped out eye pieces. And to do that, I'm just going to extrude and systematically scale these down Well, that is terrifying. Great. I could also just tack a circle in here, but I don't know. I think this is kind of fun in like a terrible sort of way. And since I actually have like nice geometry and nice quads in the center of this, I'm actually just going to leave that. Alright, that feels much less ungodly terrifying. And I'm going to add in 2 more edge loops just to make that crease a little bit harder. So throw in one here. Now when I smooth it, the eyes are a little bit, that crease is a little bit more aggressive. Now that I look at this, I feel like the eyeballs need to be larger. I'm going to set my project really quick, because I'm bad and I didn't do that yet. Personal projects, pop character. Alright, and I'm just gonna set, oops. I don't want my project set in my scenes folder. Personal projects. Alright. Yes, good. Create default workspace, thank you. Alright. Alright, so since this is 01, if I duplicate it, it's going to be 02, so I'll just version thusly. I've become a little bit manic about saving stuff in my scene. So I'm just going to select all of the faces for this eye, minus this ring here, and I'm literally just going to scale the eyeballs up until they're... Wow, that's really creepy. I'll just scale these up till they're the size that I want them. Say perhaps that feels good. You'll notice if I smooth this, the geometry is horrible now. It's all smashed on top of each other, so I'm just going to come in and then grab all of these loops in here, and I will just scale them apart like so, and then do the same thing over here. I'll grab this whole loop. This one, if I shift it, it's going to affect the curve of the side. You can see it already is a little bit right here. So I'm just going to like push that back in, and then at this point, I'll just sort of fudge the geometry. I still have the eyes selected. Sweet. Pull this out slightly, and this is just shaping to maintain the overall sort of shape and feel of the character. What happens if I circularize this? Probably good things, actually. Maybe. Edit match average. Alright, remember when I said good things? Actually, yeah, no, because that's gross. I could just take circles and clip them through here, but I don't know. I try to avoid doing this where possible. Alright, I might actually just grab these dudes and just shift them casually in. That seems to help a little bit. And then take this. I'm holding down V to vert snap it. Alright, let's see what this gets me. This is a great song, just for the record. Alright, let's see what that gets me. What if I... You know what, this is a bloody demo head. It does not need to be perfect, although the fact that it isn't kind of bothers me. Stop it. Be a crazy person. Actually, this is going to be the dumbest sheet ever. It's not what I wanted. What have I done? Ah, I have selected faces on the back. That would do it. Flatten. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I do love a good flat face on the front of this dude. That makes me happier. Alright. Only mildly, but it's enough for now. Alright, and I think just undo until I get back to the selection. I might push that back a little bit, and then actually, I'll just marquee select this, get rid of this, and anything I've get rid of the entire selection I made on the back, grab these eyeballs, and I'll just push this. Interesting. And I'll just push these back in slightly. Why? Alright, so I have this. For some reason, I'm going to get rid of this extra edge loop. See how that smooths. I'll take it, and then I'll just add that loop back in. Oh no! My cat apparently got tired of me sitting on him, and he left. He left me. Frankly, I can understand. But anyway. Grab vert, and this is just me not liking uneven geometry. There's no practical reason that I just did that. It's just a little bit nicer looking, I think. Anywho, so here's my eyeballs. Duplicate this, save this. I didn't actually save my scene. Pop figure. One, blah, blah, cool. Then I want a nose, I guess, on this. Another fantastic song. Alright, and this is like the very center of the flat face, so I really don't care as much what the topology is going to do. So I'm actually just going to stretch it fairly aggressively. There's a man in the world. I also might end up singing for this song, for which I apologize. We're in the air and the words he breathes. Just a man, nothing more, nothing less. If I do, okay. Journey times, dormant times. Actually, not what it must say. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna grab these, just merge them to center, and take this, hold V, vert snap that up, hold V, vert snap along the Y so that it's even with this, and then I'll just vert snap these guys. Great. That's weird. Cool. And now what I can do is just grab this, and just control delete that. And now I just have a little bit less topology to deal with, which I guess is kind of nice. I've also made n-gons, which I am not happy with, because n-gons suck. So Control-Shift-X, pull up multi-cut tool, and I'll just... Cool, now I have quads in this weird try. Amazing. Speaking of multi-cut, I'm going to shamelessly generate a bunch of n-gons for a sec, because I need to harden this nose. And I will fix those later. So you can see that already smooths a little bit harder. I'm n-gons galore here. And then perhaps... What if I did this? I usually don't make weird triangular noses like this. This is actually like pretty weird stylistically for me. I also usually don't draw in topology like this. I feel like a crazy person. But since this is flat, it's not really going to affect how it smooths. So in this case, it's not the worst decision that I've ever made. Cool. Got like a bunch of stars, a bunch of other horrible stuff in here. Alright, so this is an n-gon. This one's pretty fixable. I'm just going to do this. It's quads. Tri, quad, quad. This whole thing is an n-gon. Quad. This is just inelegant. Here, I don't need 3 vertices here. Grab these, I'll merge those to center. Alright, so now technically this is all quads. It's really awkward. I don't necessarily recommend this layout of geometry, but I'm going to try something new today. Weird. Grab this, vert snap this up here. And then combine those, because this will just give me a little bit slightly better edge flow around the nose. So it's like a ring of quads instead of breaking at a tri. It also occurs to me that there's no earthly reason that I can't do that up here. Cool, and now I have a ring of quads going around. This isn't symmetrical anymore, no. Sigh. Yeah, okay, this is actually kind of better. So now I have quads, quads, tri, quad. Alright, I'm just gonna grab this, delete those extra verts, take this, hold down V, I'll snap it down to here, close that up, and now I have more quads, and I can just get rid of that. Cool. So now I only have a few tries in here. Which again isn't like the most horrible thing ever. I don't know. I don't hate tries. I do hate n-gons. I do not hate tries. Psh. Pointy nose. Boom. More tries. Yeah, I think at that point I'd rather have the tries. That's just awkward. Alright, so here's my weird little pop figure nose. Here's my awesome head. I love this guy. It looks ridiculous. And I kind of like it with the slightly softer curves on the bottom of the nose. I don't feel the need to make it as pointy as this one. But I do still think these are adorable. I love the hair on this. Like the paint job on the hair and the modeling of the hair. So good. Alright. So grab this. I'm just going to go in on the bottom. Oh no, that's what I forgot. That's actually okay. Oh y'all. When I was like, yeah, I don't need geometry on the bottom. I should probably make a neck hole. That doesn't feel like an unreasonable thing to have. Cool. Alright, these guys have like insanely tiny necks. So, I'll turn off symmetry real quick. Extrude those faces, scale them in. Circular eyes. Extrude, scale in again, and I'm designing this to be smooth as I go. So I'm just adding my 3 edge loops in. You can see just by doing extrudes I have a nice hard edge there. And then I'll pull this down, and I will leave that for now. I actually might make this larger. This feels excessively tiny. I have schemes that one day in the future I might 3D print this as like a cookie jar. Not a cookie jar, but like a something, so I don't hate the idea of the neck being a little bigger. Alright, no, oh god. Bummer. It's okay, I can fix that. I'll just sulk about it. Man. Wait. Actually, I'm just going to duplicate head number 2, cut off the Literally just gonna chop off the affected geometry, splice these dudes together. It's gonna be awesome. That was dumb. Alright. How about I actually just cut off the parts of this that I want cut off, and not all of the... Oh. Okay, I do actually need the entire back. Bummer. Frantically control-Zing. Alright. Part I'm splicing. Other guy. I'll take this. And get rid of it. Cool. And... I added? Yes, I forgot I got rid of those. Okay, cool. So, I go to here, you can see I have one edge loop and I have two edge loops here, so I'm just going to grab this and get it gone. Cool. And I'm just going to mesh combine these, and then I should be able to 38 edges. We're going to see what happens when I try to bridge this. Yeah. Yes. I also have more edges back here that I also forgot to delete. Good, good. Yes. Looks like these should match now. There's no reason that should have added 80 edges. Hey. Cool. When you accidentally screw up, just chop off part of your model. It's totally fine. I actually might get rid of this because it will make it a little bit... I want to. Cool, so now I have the head of my little pop figure. At this point, I might possibly break open Modo and make the body in Modo, just because I really don't like doing hard modeling in Maya. I can, I just don't like doing it. But that doesn't mean I can't try, I guess. Why not? What have I done? Have I... Yay, buttons. Alright, I'm just gonna zero out this cube. I might just end up winging the body proportions of this because I'm bad. Alright, I think I want like five-ish loops for height is what I usually do. Oh, this is gonna need some shaping. That's alright. Haven't destroyed this yet. Hey, Moto's alive. Oh god, no. I just exported that as an FBX, which is literal last thing that I want. An FBX with animation, might I say. Gotta love them ads, guys. Alright, so... Alright, so here's my pop figure. And these, I don't think I've done any tutorials on Modo yet. I'm not really going to make this into a tutorial. I'm just going to, if I say extrude or whatever, it's like the same tools. You can do this in Maya. I just prefer the keys in Modo. I think the hotkeys are more conducive to this type of modeling. So, I'm going to go for it. I'm also going to separate this, add another mesh, body, head. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to grab these, and this is like usually the first thing I do when I'm making bodies. I'll just grab these and make it a little bit more circular in shape. I think in this case I might also just leave this little sort of figure up in the side because it is helpful for the body type, I guess, and proportions, kind of. Alright, so I'm gonna throw it. Throw in an extra loop. Dear God, what am I doing right now? It's actually been a while since I've made a body from scratch. For some reason, I've just been, well, not for some reason, because it's incredibly efficient and it speeds up my workflow dramatically, but I've just been remaking or reusing the same bodies. Have I broken this already? That's... How did I even do that? Dang. Alright, I'm just gonna bridge these back together. What? Shit. Alright, so here's gonna be my, like, weird little sort of arm nub things. You can 100% laugh at me right now. I am being so ungodly and efficient with this. It's debatably comical. Debatably. I should have started with more edge loops. That's, like, also actually my problem right now. If I just do that. Cool. It's gonna be a little bit less terrible. Fantastic. This looks terrible. Holy crap. Get rid of these so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm just average vertices is what that would be in Maya, is what I just did. I love Moda because it has, like, amazing hotkeys, and it makes organic modeling so much faster. Alright. And again, this would be average vertices in Maya. I just think it works a little bit nicer in Moda, which is, again, usually why I use it for organic modeling. It's also what I learned to do organic modeling in, so it does kind of... I am biased in that sense. This is creepy. I also think they're like move along axis things is like much nicer than in Maya. I don't know, it's something about Moda. I don't know. I really like Moda, guys. Moda is great. This is like one of the few programs where I'm like, just buy it. Like, you'll be happy that you did. I also, for some reason, am temporarily forgetting how to make breasts, which I guess this figure should have, since it's supposed to be me, and I am a chick with breasts. That got weird. Anyway, I'm gonna just maybe stop talking for a while, because I'm bad at multitasking, apparently. That's horrible. Amazing. I could sing for you instead. Henry the 8th, I am. Oh! Multi-cut tool, basically. Literally just press C in Maya, it's great, or in Modo, it's great. Alright, sucking it up, dealing with a try. basically just an extrude. I'll do average verts and scale it down so it's flat. Fix this. Again, just average verts, basically. Abs. Throw in a loop here. Now abs. Extrude. Oh my. It's something. That's real creepy. Holy crap. I think I might just get this body shaped and then come back with the soft drag tool and perhaps tweak this slightly further. Actually, let me just kind of wish I didn't do this extrude, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. At which point I will add in more edge loops. No, the other one was better. Redo the extrude. I really don't care if this has abs. Like, it's a pop figure. I don't know why I'm trying to make abs for this thing. That's also terrifying. That is a separate issue. Extrude. And this is literally like a chibi, so I'm just not even gonna try to... Ooh, I will, however. I'm not really gonna model a bunch of kneecaps and stuff in here. Like I could, but like I said, it's a chibi. So I just put in 3 loops for the knee. And I will maybe grab some of the back. This is like my usual sort of go-to chibi leg setup. Is just like pop that forward. And now you have kind of like instant pudgy little legs. It's gonna shrink these down a little bit more, I think. And then if I wanted to, I could like grab these guys in here and... Oh, don't do that. That's my bad go-to for fingers. That's really disconcerting. Alright. I do find it easier to work in unsmoothed mode. It just seems to... It's easier to see the shape of things. Like when you're working smooth, you can never really tell where exactly you're moving the verts, whereas like when you're doing it like this, it's really, really obvious what you're doing because you can see like the unsmoothed volume. So this is like usually how I work, and then I try to get the unsmoothed volume to look as, excuse me, as close to what I want as I can. At which point I will then come in and start smoothing it, and if there's like weird pulling or something like that somewhere, I'll go in and like fix that crap. But I don't know. I'm a believer that where possible, your unsmoothed model should basically look like what you want. Basically, I guess basically just modeling everything as if it's for a game model, but who the heck knows? That's just how I like working. I do think it's creepy if you like unsmooth your model, like this. Tab. Like this is just terrifying. I don't know. I mean, it's... I don't know. I don't know what point I was trying to make there. It's also weird. I don't usually make figures that are this super blocky. I don't really know why I'm trying to put abs on this thing either. Like this is a stupid thing to do because you're not even gonna see this in the actual thing. It's just like force of habit. Like I just model the abs in as if the character should have abs. It's just like one of the odd things that I sort of do. Cool. So this is starting to look perhaps slightly more like an actual figure, maybe. Pull this maybe a little bit. I think the armpit should come in. It's also been a while since I've just like free modeled something without using reference. This is weird. This is like part of the reason it's going so incredibly awkwardly. Oh my. Oh my. Fix that. I don't know how much I care about this little figure's butt, to be perfectly honest. Sometimes, if I'm lazy, I just smooth everything. It does tend to take away volume and kind of flatten things a little bit though, so like, in that case I think it actually did more harm than good, but like, I might grab these side guys here and sort of... Again, in Maya, this is basically just the average vertices tool. Alright, and then I'm going to basically merge to center, but with... I'll come back to that. Spacing out, I'm half asleep right now. Like, really half asleep right now, guys. Alright, cool, that still exists. Making sure my mic batteries didn't die. Alright, I think I might make this a little bit soft drag. This is another one of the dumb and petty reasons that I really like Modo, but like this is such a powerful, good tool, I think. And I'm just like, boom, like really easy instant changes to this model. I can come in and be like, shoulder blades feel maybe a little much, perhaps. Sure, and then this already looks a little bit more like a figure. Alright, now I'm gonna actually go in and try to make these arms suck less. This is not necessarily the most optimal way topology-wise to model this, but I'm going to come back and pose it with a rig, so I want it to have sort of not terrible edge flow when I have to come back and fart around with it later. Something about this is wrong. I'm just gonna keep going for now. YOLO. Oh god, I hate when I say YOLO, and it like honestly makes me really sad. Cool. And these are perfect. I'm definitely not changing that at all. This is exactly what I wanted. Said nobody ever. At least I hope. This is a very questionable decision here. Alright, I think that probably would have helped if I had another edge loop. Yeah, that's not great. Oh. Whoops. Okay, that's actually 100% what I wanted, sort of. More or less. Nope. Alright, and this doesn't need to be anything terribly fancy. I just want to get the vague idea of a figure in here, because I'm probably going to just get rid of all this detail and cover it with clothes anyway, because I'm a spaz. Alright, this is awkward. This, among many other things about this model, is awkward. Alright, what I actually need to do, I think, is just shape this properly. And then come back and fiddle with all of the other geometry around it. Questionable. Ah, yes. Good. Don't be fooled by radio, TV, or the magazines. More geometry. More your life should be. Alright, that already looks kind of vaguely less terrifying. Sort of. Gonna keep going with this. I really do hate shaping breasts. It's such a weird thing to make them, to try to get them like realistic looking and not like insanely like flat or like pokey like they always end up being in anime. And it's also really weird to try to model anime breasts because they're just so grossly unrealistic. I think I might actually just, I should save this. Ooh. What did I just save this? Okay, whatever. I think I might. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave this character naked. I might actually just get rid of pretty much everything I just put in. I think this actually suits my needs more in terms of topology. So. Just gonna go with it. Wow, I already hate that less. Much less. Ah, I think that might be what I do, maybe. Push those armpits in a wee little bit. What happens if I... This is either going to be really good or really trash. Join, merge to center, basically. Oops. Grab the right vertices first. God. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of that entire loop because I don't want it anymore. And then this, I'm going to add another loop. Get rid of the front half of this and bring that up here, and then I can join those guys and put a bunch of n-gons in. Great. This should just be going like this. Wait, but then, you know, I will take that. That's gonna, I think that'll actually deform fine enough for my purposes, except I have now a gigantic 6-point star here, which just makes me sad. No, I have quads. For better or worse. Alright, I will join these guys and then, okay, this is... You know what, this is not going to be a heavily animated character. I really just... I don't particularly enjoy retopologizing things. Except that's actually just a really awkward way for that loop to run. So I'm just going to draw this over the arm. Like this, perhaps. Throw that there for nowsies. Actually, no, this should come around, and this is just going to be my shoulder blades. Once I join this. Alright, so you can see we now have like, this is the wrong loop, wasn't it? Okay. I'm gonna join this, join that, ignore this try for now. Actually, I usually get rid of all this anyway, so I'm just gonna do it. This is not what I wanted. Guys, I'm terrible at drawing in topology. Alright, this is more what I wanted. I think. Alright, we have quads, and we have this one weird try here, but if I... Where does this run? I want this to be an actual loop. Oh, wait, no, I want... Ah, yes. Okay. That's not horrible. I don't hate that. Alright, cool. I do have a try here, which kind of bothers me. So what if I... No... What if I just delete this entire loop there? Fairly aggressive approach to this problem. And then I can do this, and this is like really ridiculously stretched out over here. And this is just me trying to go back in and make this a little bit better, less stretched out quads. Because like, if I were to... If I smooth this, there's going to be, this area in here would have more stretching than I wanted. Damn it. Grumble. Yo, I really hate drawing in topology. I tried to just do it right the first time, but I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Pause for a moment and look at what I actually have. What if I literally just delete this? Wait, was it really that? Oh, shoot. Okay, it was totally just that easy, and I was just not really looking at what I had here already. Alright. I'm just gonna suck it up and leave this weird 6-pointed star here. Because I can. Alright, back to shaping. That was gross. Drawing in topology by hand is not my strong suit. If I've botched it somehow. But Oh, that was dumb. No wonder my chest topology was trash. I completely forgot. Oh, I suck at everything. It's okay. I forgot to extrude like an entire patch of edge loops. And I'm like, why is this not working? Like, why is this being so difficult? And I'm like, oh, because I forgot to extrude an entire patch of edge loops. Like, that would probably do it. Too late now. Alright. So this is going to be a sort of butt area in here. Boom. Fantastic. By fantastic, I mean yeah. I don't know what it is. Modo does bad things with joint average when symmetry is turned on. It's kind of a bummer. I don't super need this in here, so I'm going to remove it. Also really hate modeling butts. They're like really actually quite annoying, in my opinion, to model. Like it seems so simple. It seems like you just like extrude out or whatever, but like if you do that, it sometimes has a tendency to deform oddly. Well, in this case, I just removed probably more than I should have from that. Apologies, also kind of jacked up again. What have I done to you? Getting there. Come on. Fine. Join averaged. Where the heck is this going? Well, I kind of need that loop. What did I do to this? So questionable right now. Ah, yes, perfect. Just draw it in here. guns. Yes. Oh, thank God. This is more what I wanted. That's still not so much. Oh. Yes. Alright, reasonable butt geometry at last. It's not fantastic, but it's workable for now. Somehow at some point rotated my entire figure. Oh. When did I do this? No. Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this is why you save versions, guys. How did... What did I do? Alright, well, it's fine here. Alright, I don't know what I just did there, but anyway. We're gonna keep going with this. I'm just gonna call this version 3 and call it a day. Alright. Oh, cool. Oh no, I have to do like this entire thing again. Actually, you know what? I really don't know if I care enough. I'd rather have this going straight down the leg, but I don't think I prefer that enough to literally redo all of this. Maybe I do, though. Maybe I do. Oh God. One of those days, guys. But I think now that I know what I'm looking for, this is going to take me like a quarter of the time. Maybe. Let's see here. The back is fine. Ah, okay. Ah, yes. Well, this 100% should be... First, let me see if I have what I'm looking for right now. No, because I would rather that not shoot up. Ah, yes. And honey, oh, we are dying, honey. Oh, I'm dying, honey. Perfect. I think. This is actually, I think, better than I had it last time. This is 100% better. Except... it's a little weird. I could just remake the whole leg section. Which is gross overkill. Yeah, I don't know if I care nearly that much. I'm just gonna call this good. I will take this. Mode on my computer does really gross stuff with the merge to center tool when it comes to normals. It's really quite a shame. Alright. Shift these guys up. Say that I'm maybe happy with that hip shape. Which would honestly be a little upsetting if I was, because it's very pointy. Alright. I'm spending far too much time on this. My legs are really bow-legged. Well, my legs are actually kind of bow-legged or knock-kneed or whatever the heck the thing is, but I would prefer the pop figure to not be like that initially. Alright, and just gonna casually dump in another loop. Loop, loop, loop. Across the world and I can see him back down. See the girls in California, hoping it's going to come true. What a lot I can do. So breakfast down on the hill. Looking up, I'm seeing it. Do you want my autograph? There's a lot of jokes on you. What better to do? It looks like a body. Kind of. Sort of. I think I definitely have too many abs. But I think I have too much detail on the shoulders, actually. And the knees, and everything else. I don't know, this is gonna be like a creepy, chibi pop head thing. I also really don't know if I like the scale of this body, but I'll figure that out later. Anyway. Cool. Loop. Yep. That was a terrible decision. here. All right. I think I might model this in like hardcore T-pose, which I usually don't do, but it does seem to be the style of these characters. No, this is a dramatic departure from what I'm used to. Having basically a perfectly circular neck, and I'm going to have to terminate so many edge loops. Symmetry, please. Pull some average verts. Totally looks like a turtleneck. That's all I see right now. It's gonna be a turtleneck. Alright. Very awkward little figure. Do I even need this? I don't. If I merge these vertices together. Just run up and do this. Could delete one, but then I would have to add in a new line, and I'm honestly too lazy. Ouch. Oh, of course, I should add a weird little spine indent. Which is most definitely over-aggressive in this case, but screw it. I think I should just stop being such a spaz right now. Perhaps it's not terrible for elbows. Well, that's... Things I don't care about right now. At all. Alright. Alright. Time to make some janky little hands for this janky little person. Right after I make this neck hole bigger. Never mind. I hate making hands. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna add extras, why not? These are gonna be my sweet looking, awesome crap hands. Feel a little big, maybe. Just a little bit. A little big. Alright, so I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with the body. I'm just gonna grab these dudes and shift them in ever so slightly. And this is going to be awful looking hands, but we're gonna go with it for now, and it's gonna be awesome. Alright, so here's gonna be like finger, 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 finger. Personally, I have a preference to have loops between my fingers, so I'm just gonna go in and like add a single loop on either side of these. Cool. I'm gonna say that I don't hate that, and perhaps shift this. I always make it would definitely help if I had an extra edge loop or two in here, but I'm always, for some reason, like weird about adding them, which doesn't really make sense, but whatever. So I'm just gonna grab these dudes and be like, boom, fingers. At which point I can now come in and do something maybe a little bit less awful for these little, for the overall shape of these fingers. Because this is not quite at all decent looking. I really do hate modeling hands. This honestly might be all I need for this pop character. I'm not saying I'm proud of this, but I'm just really not in the mood to model hands right now. Tell me about what I own. Alright, terminate some edge loops. Because there's absolutely no way I need all of these. Grabs. Wrong. And repeat on bottom. Something down here. Usually just go here. Whee. Oh, cool. And I get rid of these little tries because I dislike tries, especially they look weird on the hand. I mean, everything about this kind of looks weird if I'm being honest. Oh, that explains why would you be doing this? Horrifying. Anyway. Why is the pinky the largest finger on this hand? It's like easily wider than the thumb. Alright. Cool. A hand. I usually fudge the fingers when I'm using 6 edge loops, and I'll just like drag them out a little bit and be like, yeah, it kind of looks alright. Do something incredibly unfancy for this thumb. I'm basically just extruding these. Ah. I'm also usually really lazy about thumbs if it's for my own personal projects. Don't know why. I do know why, I don't like modeling thumbs. I apparently just hate all fingers. Well, that looks incredibly awkward. Actually, that's kind of cute for a pop finger, just like a little spade hand. I'll shape it a little better. Just a little bit. I'm kind of feeling like this end character is going to end up like holding a blowtorch or something ridiculous. I don't know why, that's just like the feeling that I have from my schemes before I started making this. That's disturbingly long. Wow. Kind of vaguely less creepy. Alright. Very unclear where the joints in this thumb actually. This is a horrible looking thumb. Remember when I was just like, I don't hate that thumb? Kind of just mindlessly shaping this. I think I actually liked it better before I extruded anything. And then what if I actually did something to the back of this hand? So I'll extrude this, which in Moto is called a bevel. Get rid of this. How many loops do I have here? I guess there should probably... Oh, right, I should finish the fingers. It's probably not a terrible idea. Grab fingers, bevel. Joint, bevel, bevel. Yay. And I'm fairly certain that pop figures do not have accurate fingers, though I don't know because I, to be fair, do not own any pop figures. I just think they're cute. Yay. And then I'm just gonna bevel and bring this out and scale these fingers down based on the selection. Shoot. Flat with dumb. All right, this time I'm gonna scale these down, then move them out. And now I have something that may vaguely resemble fingers. Maybe. Gotta begin to shape some of these sad boys. I might call that bloody close enough. Alright. I'm 100% doing that thing where I'm like, it doesn't need to be perfect, and then I go in and I like fix everything, because I apparently just can't help myself. In this case, I'm just going to make the fingers maybe a little bit more actual fingery. That's uncomfortably thick. Alright. Which might vaguely resemble a hand. Oh, I should also hit the knuckles while I'm doing things. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right. Guys, I forgot what knuckles look like. This is awkward. Bloody close enough. Why is this so much easier to shape from top view? I kind of wish I hit this before. But not like that's incredibly awkward. Okay. Sorry. Mike, the batteries are still good. That's exciting. Alright. It's a hand. Does. What the hell? Weird. Anyway. Alright. Let's see how I need to attach it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute right now. Oh my god. You're sleeping in the towel that I used to wipe my fish tanks. What do hands look like, guys? That's already kind of, sort of less terrible. Let's just do some really basic, crappy shaping. One thing, I want to put knuckles in this. I really have trouble not making characters. Not like trouble. I just like stylistically, it's so weird for me to like not add knuckles to a hand, like that kind of thing. I was like, ah. I start freaking out. That's kind of funny. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. 16 edges. 24 edges. Oh. It's 12. But how do I have more? Oh no, because that's only 8. Shoot. 16 to 24. Shoot. Looks like I'll be terminating some more edge loops, guys. Just gonna push that out real quick and come in and do yay. Or now 20. So theoretically, if I do that down here, I should be good to connect these. Nice. good, good. I should probably shade this a little bit before attaching it. Just ever so slightly, so it's vaguely the same shape. Maybe. Or I could not. I could just attach it. Ooh. Also probably would have been good to make sure the hands were actually in the right physical position. Yes. That would have been a good thing to do. Just push that over a bit. Maybe grab this guy. Scale it down. So much geometry in here. Let's... Wait, actually, I don't want this in here. Oh my. Miss my finger. Why is this a different material? What the heck? That's not what I asked for, computer. Cool. This is sufficiently awkward for my taste. Terrifying in the best possible way. Still don't really know why I'm making this, really at all. That's gonna be a weird wrist joint. You know what? I am not sure if I really care. You know what I do care about though? This area down here. And this weird lump up here. And the fact that these edge loops are terribly distributed. Whatever. Just gonna put it in the same spot anyway, I really don't care that much. Yay! Very awkward hand sort of shape. What if I push this one here? It is a pop figure. I need to stop being insane. This is like the least relevant thing I've done in a while. Yes, that's why it looks super wonky. But again, I don't care right now. It's incredibly not important in the grand scheme of anything that I have to do. I'm just gonna call this a day, and like once I add feet. Feet would be good. It'd be good to have some feet on this guy. Clothes would probably also not be a terrible idea. Maybe... See, now I feel like I messed the body proportions up again. This looks really weird. I think the legs need to be longer? Maybe? It's a little better, sort of. So now that feels real weird. I could have made the arm with the hand enormous. I will take that. I will maybe take that once I actually attach the head to the neck. Maybe. We'll see. Again, not really sure I care. Alright. I do this every time I make feet. Where I just like don't... I forget and I'm gonna have to come back in like half off the feet. Boom. Instant pudgy feet. Actually, that's kind of cute. Alright, now I need to cap off the bottom of these, which I should be able to accomplish. Very awkwardly if I just do this. Oh, this is going to be fantastically awkward. I don't think I've ever actually tried to cap off the foot like this. Let's see what happens. Probably nothing great. But, I mean, it is all quads. Grab this, and this, and this. Maybe bring them in slightly. So actually, I don't hate that. So just slice a few more. Slice a few more loops in there because I do kind of like that hard bottom of the foot. I think in this case, it works for the figure itself. Because I just don't like tries, I'm just gonna do like bam quads. Awkward way to do that, but whatever. And then I 100% need more edge loops in here because this is ridiculous. Alright, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna grab these guys. I definitely don't want them so pointy on the top because that looks pretty darn strange. Or at least I think it does. Alright, and then I might come in and just be like a little bit more shaping for the toe. Toes? Toes. I don't know what I'm saying. Ooh. That's a little close. Downtown, you settle down, you lost chasing and all around. Oh my. Yep. Grab that guy, please. Down, going down. I think I might actually draw this in like a not crazy person. Yeah, Maya's equivalent of the multi-cut tool. It's just called the cut tool in Modo, and you just press C to get to it. It's so much easier to use too, in my opinion. It's like much less glitchy. Oh my god, my cat is so cute. Oh. If I weren't such a bum, I would take a picture of him because he's adorable right now. Objectively the best cat I've ever seen. What is happening? Alright. Alright, once I remember what toes look like, I might, ball of foot. Alright, I might call this day for the body, maybe. Also a really bad way to model palms. Just for the record. But, I don't care. Not right now, at least. It's 100% could be worse. It's not great. But, like, definitely could be significantly more awful than whenever I just made it. Any body tweaks I want? Yes. That was a very aggressive divot in the spine. That was, like, ridiculous. Alright. Ignoring the fact this has no belly button. And I think I just want to distribute some of these loops a little bit better. And then this will be more or less done and ready to attach onto the head. I see. Entirely sprouted. I still think crotch is really weird to model, not because I'm all like, oh my god, the human body, but just like, I don't know, something about them is awkward to me. Like to wrap the geometry around, it's like kind of hard to get a decent shape. That's, I don't know what I'm saying. They're not hard to model, I just think they're like weird to model. This is also incidentally not really at all what a ribcage looks like. If I was trying to do a more realistic ribcage, I'd do something like that, but for now I just sort of want something perhaps vaguely resembling a ribcage. I'll just smooth this a little bit, and then geometry is still there, it's just less grotesquely obvious. That looks terrible. For reasons I can't quite put my finger on. Just needs to be more curvy. Also, for some reason, like, it's been a while since I've worked with, since I've modeled, like, a human thing with reference of the back of the body for some reason, and I can never remember where the heck shoulder blades go. So I'll be modeling, and I'll just, like, wander, I'll just, like, find myself going somewhere and being like, okay, I need to like go look at where my shoulder blades are because I don't understand what shoulder blades do in life. Oh my. It's a very strange thing. I don't know why I have so many issues with shoulder blades. Just like basic, like making them is not a problem. It's just like getting the placement right that I for some reason can never remember just where they go. Which is just weird. Very weird thing. Alright, I need to stop. This is getting excessive. This was supposed to be like a quick demo object for class, and now I'm like, what if I model clothes for it and do all this other, and I'm like, I have things that I need to do with my life that are very much not this. All of this has been an odd, sort of enjoyable way to, I guess, spend my afternoon. Oh good, it's 3:26. Fantastic. Actually quite curious. Oh, squishy cat. How long I've been working on this. Anyway, oh no, I need to get hair too? I'll do that later. Later problems. Alright. Alright, this is gonna be delightful. I have to terminate all the edge loops here. 8 edges, 26 edges. Amazing. Well. Two right there. 2 more here. Which brings my total to 22 edges. Good. Good. I think I might literally just need to go through and $18. $10? Shoot. Bummer. Alright. Find somewhere to connect that, I guess. What if I dumped a try on the back of this person? I'll take it. I will take that. This should be distributed better. This actually feels like something that might be simpler in Maya. Dare I say it? Alright, save this as J real quick. Boom. Back over to Maya, make a new scene. Fine. Pop Fig 5. Beautiful. Yay, and it didn't even make my thing 8 billion pieces. A lot of times I have issues when exporting and importing to Maya. Really don't know why. So I'm going to run a mesh merge on this, and then I'm just going to assign this. Yeah, this is quite horrifying. Alright. Put caps lock on. I think actually I might want the entire body bigger, which might have been something to plan previously. However, I'm just gonna move this pivot up and just scale that. Maybe like this? Sure, why not? And I think for the sake of simplicity while working, grab that because I want that nice neck in there, and then I'm just gonna, this is gonna get really weird. I'm gonna keep trying to use Moto hotkeys in Maya, and it's just clearly not gonna work. Alright, well this is gonna get real weird. I'm just gonna snap all of these vertices to this neck because I want this specific neck shape. Also a thing that I could have done with symmetry, but apparently I'm not working efficiently right now. At all. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Guys, this is so good. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to run a merge on this. And you can see all these guys are attached. There's like those weird, like, long head guys from Thingamadoodle Babob the things. God, this is terrifying. This is such a bad model. I love it. I don't even remember why I was making this right now. Alright, so, anyway. What I'm going to do is just run through and grab all of these vertices in here. And you can see that because I have changed my geometry, everything kind of goes to pot when selecting edges. So, I will select all of these and go to Edit Mesh Average Vertices. Yay. Kind of not terrible. It's actually not bad. It's like actually not totally awful. And then I'm going to turn symmetry on. And I'm just going to bring this down because I want this neck to have like a nice sort of curvature with nice curvature where it attaches to the body. Not quite like that was just doing. Perhaps something like this. When that's smooth, it still looks like pretty not awful. And then I'm just going to run in and insert a loop. Harden that edge. You can see I have that nice weird poppy edge in there. And I'm just going to do another average vertices in here because I'm just being really, really lazy about shaping this. I'm just trying to clean up. There's like some little bumps and lumps in the model that I'm not crazy about, especially after I like attached the head in like a crazy person. Every once in a while I'll come back and like just tweak very minor things in Maya. Usually I don't, but like every once in a while I'll see stuff that like is hard to see with the shader and Moto. So I'll just come back in and like noodle with things a little bit. I also just realized I forgot to add a little elbow crease, which is just like a personal preference thing that I like to have in there, and I usually take these and also scale them in. You see, I just like the little elbow crease. Again, I'm not entirely sure why. Cool. Hit the shoulders with the smooth tool, maybe this back as well. Just here. By smooth tool, I mean I'm just averaging the vertices of the faces. Oh, my cat is so cute. He's mad because I stole his chair. I'm working in my office for a change. Cool. Alright, I am going to call this the day for the model after I maybe widen these hips a little bit. Chest. Alright, cool. Ew, that's an awkward crease. Oh god. Well, that explains it, because that edge loop is like right up in there. Dang. That was unusually aggressive for me. And 2. It's me trying to select 2 as the hotkey for selecting edge loops in Moto, and I'm just like, no, I need to hit this. This is how I select things, right? And I'm like, no, it's not. Not in Maya, it's not. Alright, cool. So here's my like real janky little dude that we have. Pockey 6. Cool. I should probably also move the head up into some less godful position. Perhaps up here. And then I've absolutely made this mesh clip itself, which I do not want. I'm going to take this and drag that up. Cool. And now I have a very awkward little pop figure. This is deeply uncomfortable. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's alright. I'll take it. This is actually kind of creepy. It just feels like someone threw a cube head on an actual body. I think I made this a little too detailed, which is what I was trying to avoid when I started doing this, and then I just got carried away, like I always do. And now we have this deeply uncomfortable, sort of uncanny valley guy, just casually chilling here, being uncomfortable. Oh, that's what I usually do for these. Why does these edges look so weird? I usually take the loops on the ball of the foot, and I'll sort of like crush them down a little bit, just to make them a little bit straighter. Sometimes I'll actually make them completely straight, but in this case, did I? Oh, weird. Okay. All right. So let's grab this and grab down here. Also this one. And pull that down a little bit. Do the same thing over here. So I made them lumpy weird. And I might grab these guys as well. This will make that aggressive crease on the side of the foot slightly less aggressive. If I just pull this over ever so slightly. Alright. Now I have a very awkward little pop figure. For better or worse. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna call this good-ish for now-ish, I guess-ish. I should probably, like, make the hair and stuff, but I really don't want to right now. Later problems.